Hi, I am Naresh Madhan. I want to discuss on the ventures taken by the Starbucks to come to India. Cafes and small restaurants in downtown Mumbai are doing brisk business of these days. Owners are very worried when the mid-October the Starbucks came to India and they had become the feared business world to the iconic US brand. A strange thing happened, however, demand for Starbucks was high. People came from all over the city and stood in long queues outside the outlet. But some gave up and tried out the neighboring eateries instead. The Mumbai edition of the Times of India morning newspaper had given the jokingly attribute the sudden business to these refugees. Starbucks and these neighboring coffee shops may be experiencing an uptick in business, but the same is not true of the quick service restaurant sector in India. Though the national economy was slowed down, the GDP growth in the quarter ending in September fell to 5.3% and lowest 10 years. This was not reflected in the crowds eating out. Over the past few weeks, however, circumstances had been developed and they have changed according to the Samir Kuchiraji, president of National Restaurant, had given a 50 cents a plate for several lentil packages. Apart from cutting costs, is every possible way, the company seemed to have hit on the same strategy. Dunkin' Donuts, which opened shop in Delhi few months before Starbucks, started with some additional local flavors on its menu. Now it has introduced more exotic toppings such as queso pista, petal jama and coconut burst. The chain of selling gift was introduced in 2009 with banners outside the Delhi outlet. Today, however, Indians and Indian flavors rule the roast at the ice creams vendor. Meanwhile, McDonald's had announced that it will open all vegetarian restaurant. Subway to have started several vegetarian outlets. At Subway, we take pride and it's being able to adapt our menu to honor local religious and cultural food preferences. In my point of view, the Subway spokesperson had become the appeal to the Indian taste plate. Among the offerings, penne tikka and corner pea sandwiches are the most attractive customers to the Bengali. Jagdeep Kapoor, who has written more than 20 books on a branding, says that foreign brands were the image, but the industry it is also necessary to develop trust. The names and the arrow of an American brand had become the customer cares up to today. There are other important factors to keep in mind. For example, Indians prefer their food to be fresh. Look at the date and not the rate, he says. At Starbucks too, when more outlets open, the mob seen outside the Mumbai store will likely cease will the Starbucks. Refugees were returned to the high priced. Will Starbucks be forced to serve Indian coffee? Food for thought. The Starbucks in Mumbai currently offers a basil tomato and mozzarella cheese sandwich and blueberry muffins. However, let's hope for the best.